What's up guys, in this video we are going to just be going through a quick one-take look at the new hero Muerta in Dota 2. I figured we'd take a look at the actual hero itself in a demo mode and see what you guys think, what I think as well. But it looks pretty badass, not gonna lie. The design of this hero is insane. So we've got Muerta, who is a carry, nuke, a disabler. If you want to read the lore, just pause it here and take a look, or you can check it obviously in game as well. We're going to take a demo and just have a quick look through it. I've released the patch. I've released my patch analysis, just going over the patch and stuff and all the updates and whatnot. If you guys are interested in checking that out, but let's take a look at this. Let's have a quick look at the abilities and then chuck a few things down and see what we can do here. So what we'll do to begin with is just go straight to level max, and we'll take a look at the talents. So you get 8 strength at level 1 or 100 dead shot damage. We'll obviously still become more aware of what the thing is to begin with once we look through the abilities. But 25 damage, 250 dead shot cast range, which is our first ability. The calling summons 2 additional revenants. Okay, that's the W here. 2 dead shot charges as well as the other option, or 20 Gunslinger chance, which is your passive, and 25% magic resistance. Okay, so 25% magic resistance, that's big, that's very big. So what we're going to do is we're going to ignore those for now, and we're going to take a look at the actual abilities themselves. So let's put down a dummy target, and also maybe put another one down here as well, just in case there's AoE stuff. And we'll put down an enemy invoker. Why not? And we'll level him to max as well. Right, so our first ability is called Dead Shot, and this is Muerta fires a ghostly trick shot at an enemy unit or tree. When the bullet strikes, it damages and briefly slows, then ricochets the targeted in the targeted direction. The ricochet damages all units that it passes through, stopping when it hits the hero. Heroes hit by the ricochet are feared away from the impact. So it has a impact slow percent of 100%. Damn, that's 0.5 second, 100% slow. Okay, and 300 damage at max level, that's crazy. And it's got a fear duration of 2. The cooldown is 10 seconds. So let's take a look at this. So we have to target it at something else, and then it hits something else after that, right? So the way it works is you press Q or whatever your keybind is, you click your target, and then you drag your mouse to actually aim it. So if we want to aim this at the target dummy there, it shoots that, and it works pretty quick, so it wouldn't be too hard to hit, I suppose. But if you're doing it like in a fight, this is going to take a lot of skill, because even if they're like moving a little bit, so if we shift key this invoker and you're going to do it quickly, like you gotta be pretty quick. It's got a decent radius on it. Can we dodge it? Okay, yeah, so it would be pretty hard to hit, and you would have to lead, so it's definitely going to take some skill, but hey, looks pretty good. There you go, and you get the fear out of it as well. So you slow the first one, you get fear on the second one. Beautiful. Next ability is, does this include your regular damage, actually? Wait, before we move on, does this include Daedalus crits as well? Let's see. Doesn't seem to. It does magic damage as well. Ah, we've lost him. Damn. Where's he gone? Come back, Invoker. Ah. Whoops. Okay, it's fine. He'll respawn. We get rid of these. Okay, so that is the magic damage. You can't crit off of it. By the look of it, we'll do it another time. Yeah, you can't crit off of it. Okay, that's fine. Beautiful. Let's move on to the next one. The next ability is called the Calling. Summons a group of 4 revenants that slowly circle the target location. Enemies within the area are slowed and have reduced attack speed. Revenants deal damage and silence enemies as they pass through them. So it has a pretty big radius, and I thought this was really interestingly like crazy. So if you put it right in the middle, you get a slow, right? Invoker slowed. But anyone that gets hit by these ghosts actually gets silenced as well. So but there's 4 ghosts. That's 4. And obviously there's a talent as well that includes the additional revenants. This could be really, really, really good for team fights. And can you really like dodge this? Like I don't know. Obviously the silence is a pretty decent duration as well. Once you're inside, then it's alright. But if you try to escape, then you're going to get hit as well. You can just get through, but the slow makes it hard to dodge those two. So that's pretty interesting. It does damage as you put it down, I believe. No, it doesn't. It does damage as the revenants hit you. Okay, so it doesn't do damage normally, but if the revenants hit you, then that's when the damage is done. Okay, so otherwise it's just a slow. It does your attack slow as well, and the silence duration is 3.5 seconds at the max level. Interesting. This could be really good for a team fight though. Like, look at this. Like, you could literally This is going to be huge for team fights. Unbelievable. Really, really good. Okay, let's take a look at the next thing. Next thing is called Gunslinger. Muerta's attacks have a chance to fire a second shot at another target, prioritizing heroes. Okay, so let me just quickly get rid of all of these again, because we definitely don't want to one-shot this Invoker straight away. But we will get a regular crit. In fact, we'll get a couple. And then we'll give Invoker a heart as well, so that he doesn't die here. I want to see if you can crit on your second hits. So we'll give him these. So if we attack this, you can. Okay. So your secondary target can be crit, and it's a 50% chance. Every 2 hits, you're going to be hitting another target, and they can crit, and it's random. But this is going to be crazy good. So this makes me think that this is a position 1. But then her first ability and second ability makes me think it's more like a mid. So I guess you could possibly play both. Obviously, people are going to be messing around at first to see where it goes. And we'll have to see basically what the pros do. But either way, that's really, really good. And the fact that the secondary targets can also crit too. So I like target Invoker. But if you watch these second hits, there's a crit there. And then it's really, really, that's really good. That's crazy. So items such as, I don't know, a diffusal maybe going to be good. Maelstrom will be definitely good. There's some suggested items here for them. A hex, okay, interesting. These will probably change over time, of course, but I can understand why Maelstrom will be good. Wait, can you proc twice? Wait. Let me get rid of these and buy a couple of Maelstroms, because the chance does proc. Okay, there's one. Can we get a double Maelstrom proc is the question. It doesn't seem like you can. But you can proc off of the secondary ones, meaning that you can, in fact, get a lot more procs. Because each time you hit, there's a chance that you are actually going to proc it on both hits. So 2 hits at once, more chance to proc the Maelstrom. Okay, very, very strong. Nice. Let's move on to the ultimate. Pierce the Veil. Muerta transforms, becoming immune to physical damage. All of her attack damage is dealt as magic damage. Okay. Muerta gains bonus attack damage and phased movement. Muerta can attack ethereal units, but deals no damage to magic immune targets. Right, okay, so you can... This is interesting. An ultimate that stops her from being able to attack targets in BKB. Right, let me sell both of these. Okay, we'll just drop them. And grab a Ghost Scepter and a BKB. Right? So, if Invoker uses BKB, she can no longer do any damage to Invoker. Nothing. During this time. The cooldown is 45 seconds and the duration is 8 seconds. But you do get 100 bonus damage, which is crazy. That's big. Because normally, yeah, you're going to get a big increase here. And of course, you're going to be able to hit everything else as well. So that's definitely pretty big to consider. But, as well, if you are in an E-Blade, she can now still target those heroes like Necrophos, or anybody that builds an E-Blade. Ghost Scepter is not going to help you anymore, especially against this. Like with this hero around, you're not going to get far over Ghost Scepter. But during a BKB, you can't do any damage at all. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So that's something to keep in mind. But again, the duration is only 8 seconds. I mean, only. It's 8 seconds of double damage, technically. So, it's really, really good. This hero is going to be absolutely crazy. So, with the dead shot, I would say you'd probably get the dead shot damage on this. Because it's so early, you want the damage, right? Unless you really wanted to tank up. I'm not too sure why you would do that, though. The cast range. So the cast range on Deadshot is already pretty big. Like, you can cast it from there. And then you can even go further, right? Because you could do that. And then you'd be fearing people away. But like, if you could do this, then you can kind of fear them towards your team, I suppose. Especially if they're stood out of position. If they're stood out of position like this, then you could ricochet them back to your team. So the cast range would actually be really good for that actual reason, because then you can cast it even further away, right? So if he's out of position here, you can cast it off of a creep or something, and you can send them towards your team. Interesting. Very, very interesting. And also, the saves. Think of the saves. Invoker's going to kill your little, like, support or whatever. Like, going to kill... You can't attack him. Say Invoker's going to kill someone over here. and you can just save them from miles away. Like even from over here, you can still save. Like that's crazy good. Crazy good. Okay, cool. So you probably get the cast range. At least I would probably try that until we see that something's definitely better. 2 Deadshot charges or the 2 Revenants. Let's see both of these actually. So the 2 Revenants makes it so you can't really get out without getting hit by the silence. That's insanely good. Really good. And also that increases your damage as well because you're going to get hit by it more often. But 2 charges of Deadshot, so you got a double fear. That's pretty... It's hard to hit, though. It is hard to hit. Like... Oh, it's dodgy as hell. Right, okay, there we go. Yeah, so I would personally... The fact that effects don't work on this is kind of... I don't know. I think the Ghost would probably be better because of the silence and you can't get out of it. I guess it would maybe depend on the game, though. In all honesty. Because if you're playing and team fighting a lot, then that's probably better, right? So you get 25% magic resistance or plus 20% gunslinger chance. There's no way you take magic resistance over this. I can't see any reason that you would ever take this magic resistance over 20% chance. Because having that, it's 70% chance, is absolutely insane. You're going to be constantly hitting everybody else. Well, another person at the same time. But there's not going to be like a time that you're not going to be hitting someone else. Like, that's crazy good. So I would say that you would probably take that at level 25, and then of course you get all the others afterwards. But anyway, that is Muerta. I think we're going to be seeing this person in position 1 and in mid. I will definitely try them in mid. I'm a mid player. I will definitely try this person in mid. It seems super fun. I am curious, actually, how would this work? Can you ricochet this off of towers or not? You can't target buildings. You could maybe, if the creep wave is coming and you had a ward, let me just grab a ward real quick before the creeps come. If you had a ward on their high ground and their creep wave was coming, and we spawn creeps here, you could technically, oh crap, you could fear them towards you if you did it quickly. Without the cast range, it'd be quite hard, I'd say, especially like, you know, early on. It'd be pretty hard to do, because the cast range is quite small. But if you're like last hitting quite close, or it's a melee hero, you could definitely do that. If it was a melee hero that was farming and you're here, you could absolutely fear them towards you and then like do a bit of damage into your creep wave. That's interesting. Very interesting. What's the... I wonder actually. Let's get like level 6. And we'll just do random things. Well, I want to see level 2 of this. What's it like for clearing creeps? You could clear creeps pretty quick. Let's spawn a couple of creep waves and see. Creep wave clear is pretty good. You're going to get denied, but I can see this, the mana cost is quite high actually. You're not going to be spamming it, and the cooldown is 30 seconds. But you can definitely use it to clear creeps and defend your lane. And, I mean, I feel like you're going to be farming incredibly quick with the passive. And I don't know, it just seemed really good. Yeah, that's my overall take on this hero. It looks really interesting. I will definitely give it a shot in mid. I feel like it's probably going to be a position 1 more though. But again, I am not a pro. I don't claim to be a pro. It's just my opinion, and I don't know. If you guys enjoy this video, please leave a like, sub to the channel if you are new and you like this sort of stuff. Otherwise, I will catch you all in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.